and it was not even a good offer. I took it. It was for $19, almost $20, $19.98 for 17.2 miles. Well, I just did that shopping delivery. I'm gonna be honest, this was not a good shopping. Looking at the numbers, the confirmed earnings is $157.90. And that includes the $12 incentive I got for the 2 morning. So the $12 is in that balance. So the unconfirmed tips is $45.26. So I almost made $200.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Sunday. Getting ready to start the Spark. But I'm gonna be honest, this is a little worrying. I've started the app before 5:30. Never got anything until just now, 5 minutes to 6. And it was not even a good offer. I took it. It was for $19, almost $20, $19.98 for 17.2 miles. It's about 36 items. But what helps a little bit is there's a $6 incentive. But the reason I took it is just, one, it's taking so late to get an offer. And if I reject this, I'm kind of afraid I don't get another one. Because the map on the app showed that the Walmart turned to yellow. Usually it's red for over an hour past 6 o'clock. So it's like the offers are probably not there. So I wonder if they've stopped doing the pickups already. So, well, I don't know for a fact because pickups don't start until 7 o'clock. I do know that. I've heard that. So anyhow, well, it's not off to a good start, but at least with the $6 incentive, it's a little bit palatable. So let's go to, and here's the other thing that for the past few weeks, if you try to start the trip, it says you must wait till 6 o'clock. Well, it already started the trip before 6 o'clock, so it's back to the way it was for months. So I don't know what's going on. So anyway, let's head to Walmart and do some shopping. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just did that shopping delivery. I'm gonna be honest, this was not a good shopping. I was torn picking it, but only reason I picked it because I thought that was going to be the only order I was going to get. But man, the person wanted baby clothes. I couldn't find them, and it took too long to try to find it. So I said, she wanted sunscreen. No, wanted 10 packs of 6 packs of 20 ounce of different flavored water. So it winds up being like 2 whole cases of water, really. And I'm out here in the middle of nowhere on a road that's not really a road. But like I said, I try my best. But this was but I did get my $6 incentive. But man, it was like I said, I'm on a road that's not a road. Especially when the instructions said come to the first right, go up the hill, past the barn, single wide at the top of the hill. All right, Crow, let's go. Yeah, it's all dirt road. So, man, and I saw, as I was going out, and I saw one of the other drivers, he was already on his second he's already starting his second, and I'm still on my first. So, but I went against, I took the chance, but I think I'm just going to follow my gut next time. But it is what it is. You know, at least I got something. But yeah, I'm middle of nowhere. I'm south of the city. I mean, I'm in cattle country. That business got a nice building. But I am near one of my repeat customers. This road that I'm on now is the same road that my repeat customer and I have been to a couple times. It's just like a mile up from here. So I passed by there. So I've been out here before. In fact, if y'all remember, either a week ago Sunday or 2 weeks ago Sunday, depending on, I had that big $54 24-mile order. Well, this is the road that I go to, but it's in the opposite direction of the road that I turned on. So, like I said, I've been out here before, but I'm gonna be honest, it's very nice country. It's all cattle farm, pasture everywhere. You can see the nice houses, you know, out in the middle of the land. Churches everywhere. That's one thing about rural Alabama and all that. There are churches everywhere. Of every denomination. I just passing a Church of God. There's Baptist, there's Methodist, everything you can think of. A lot of independent, churches that are not really associated with a main denomination, or usually a Southern Baptist of some kind. So, anyhow, but yeah, hopefully I can go back and pick up another order soon. So I'm gonna, if I don't, I'm gonna wait till, sitting there and wait. I thought about just staying home all day today and just get some work done. But I'm going to play by ear. Once 9 o'clock comes around, if it's not really been doing anything, I'll just stop, get me something to eat, and then I'll head to Anniston and do some work from over there. But yeah, but it is pretty outside. It's a little cool, 50, just above 50. It's definitely going to get warmer. But yeah, this is definitely the really the good start of spring. Everything's turned green. It's been hot, warm, I should say. A couple days, up in the mid 80s during the week. In fact, I went and designed some T-shirts that with my Spark and Dash logo on it, because I think I'm going, when it gets warmer, especially in the summer, I'm just going to be wearing a T-shirt with my Spark and Dash driver on it, because it's just not going to be pleasant. So anyway, let's head on back to Walmart and see what happens. See you later. Well, made it back home, sat for about 15 minutes. Offers popping up. That was a good one, $20 for 2 miles. I couldn't get it. And then finally got another one popped up, got it. It's not an incentive, but it's $14 for 5 miles. 36 items, not too bad. But, you just got to jump on them when you can. So that makes me feel a little bit better, At least it's double dollar over miles at minimum. So anyway, let's and plus, it's so rare to get for me to get a second shopping. So let's head back to Walmart, do some shopping, then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that little shopping. Shopping wasn't too hard. It was just normal stuff, doing eggs, bread, some baking, just normal, toilet paper, just the normal stuff. The only thing that was unique was that I assume the lady of the house, Wanted some bumblebee patches that, in the sewing section, I guess, to sew on a bag or a piece of clothing. So cute little bumblebees. So anyhow, made 5 miles from Raglan. It was not far. It's only about 5 miles from 6 miles from where I live. So, and from the Walmart. So just going to head back, see if I can pick up something else. If not, go home and wait. So see you in a little bit. Oh, just as I just passed the Walmart, I picked up another shopping. $22.07 for 4.1 miles. Take 42 minutes altogether. Probably it's got a bulky item. Let's see here. 34 items. So what's the bulky item? Bet you it's water. Oh, some Pepsi, milk. Yeah. Looking for clothes. I swear, I have no luck searching for clothes, especially children's clothes. The first order I had, they wanted baby clothes, and the sizes are not found, and it's just like, and children's clothing is all screwed up. Everything's tore up. So my advice to Walmart customers: don't ask for a driver to shop for clothing. It's not a good idea. So anyway, back at Walmart, let's do some shopping. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that little shopping back in Raglan, but this time it's a little closer to Walmart. I didn't go as far as I did the last time. So, and just as I dropped it off, I got another shopping. $31.48 for 14.4 miles. Let's see here. It's 8 items. But I'm going to Vincent, which is way south of Pell City. Looks like to be all craft stuff, all household items, no food. I take back. Looks like a birthday. Looks like they're getting ready for a birthday. So anyway, let's go back to Walmart and do the shopping, and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I finally dropped off that shopping. Shopping was a little difficult. The reason it was for a birthday, for 2 people. I'm glad they want everything. 5 different birthday cards. The problem is the app told me where to go, but there was nothing about Easter wrapping paper. So I looked at where normally the gift cards, not birthday cards are. And every one of them they wanted, they were not there. So based on what I saw, what kind of birthday cards they wanted, I kind of get the gist. These were for elderly ladies, because the birthday gifts were scented wax warmers. You plug them in, you put in the wax cubes, and they have different scents. And there were 2 of them. I assume there were 2 different ladies, because there were 2 happy birthday buttons, which I'm happy they were the last 2. So I was able to find one of the wax warmers, but the other one had to be substituted 3 times before one came up. Strange, I was able to find the birthday bags, no problem. It was 5 different birthday cards. None of them were available, but like I said, I picked, the kind of the funny, elderly lady type, single lady type birthday cards. And when I delivered that, the lady came out. I explained to her the birthday card's so I've kind of told her the story that I kind of picked the best that I thought for what I thought was the occasion, or she understood. And in fact, one of the ladies is 75 years old today, or whenever the birthday is. But the good thing is she also wanted, this was, what happened was when I accepted the order, before I got to Walmart, it got updated. So it was like 8 items. It got updated to 14 items. And what was added were plants. And I was lucky that the plants were available. They were Easter decorations. So, the pots were covered in Easter paper. So, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah. Oh, did I get another extra? Huh. So I might have. Yeah. My 2 shoppings this morning, I got extra $6. So I got that incentive. So probably why there was. I think maybe because there was an incentive available. More drivers came in here to take advantage of the incentive. So but I'm out here again, deep south of the city, in country where I think I mentioned before, I'm in an area where there's not even Dollar General. Excuse me. Allergies. That's the problem with spring coming. I have allergies. Whew. So anyway, gonna make my way back. It's now 5 to 11. I decided to just stick around, so I can stay home and get some work done. Let's see. I did that Friday when I found out the pickups were working. Strange. I never have. All day today, I have not been given a pickup. So I thought maybe the pickups would stop. No, but this last shopping, when I worked in, I saw one of my fellow Spark drivers. He was doing a pickup. So I just haven't been lucky to get one. So anyway, let's head back. Hopefully we get another order and see what happens. See you later. Wow, that was interesting. I just I'm heading into town. Haven't hit the gauntlet yet. And picked up another shopping. It's let's see here. There we go. Yeah, $25.43 for 12.3 miles. 58 minutes. I looked at the items. It's quite a few, but not by like 30. But it's all normal stuff. Nothing heavy. Going to an apartment. It's just normal groceries. Nothing weird like clothing or anything like I've been doing the past 2 orders. Or in this case, all birthday stuff. That took a little while, but it was different. So anyway, so let's head back to Walmart and do some shopping. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that shopping. I'm in here in Lincoln. I've been to this neighborhood many times. In fact, this is the location of one of my DoorDash repeat customers. In fact, that's her place right there. She was the one that always got a Burger King order breakfast, and always had to get certain grape jelly for her and make sure I got it. So anyhow, that wasn't too bad. Oh, dude, you're in the middle of the road. So anyhow, let us head back, see if we get another one. And it's just now after 12 o'clock. So see you in a little bit. Well, I was on my way home to get me something to eat, and then another shopping came up for $30.62 for 18.5 miles, just over an hour. And I looked at the stuff. It's nothing heavy, just normal groceries. So heading back to Walmart. Let's do the shopping. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that shopping. I'm out here in Lincoln again. In fact, I've been on where this place is at, right on the corner. It took me to go to the stop sign and then turn right, and then be on like, whoa, their driveway's right there on this street. So, so in fact, there was a lady out front. And I went out and asked her, "Is this blah blah blah?" She said, "Yeah, it is." Okay, so we're good to go. Yep, out here in the middle of cow country. Yeah, it's starting to get warm now. It's been overcast later this afternoon. Right now, according to car, 67, but I've been lifting things and carrying things and all that. So yeah, it just yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock. I've been doing this all morning and all day. It's like things going. So I just like I said, to try it out. Decided, to see if maybe I can get a pickup. But every time I start heading back to Walmart, I pick up a shopping. So, plus they said this coming weekend it's going to be pretty busy, because Easter, this coming Sunday is Easter. As of this recording. By the time this thing gets published, Easter be a week old. God, we'd be already be in the middle of tax season. Everybody got to pay those taxes, and I got to do quarterly numbers, not just only for my business but for our home. We owed a little bit this year, so tax guy recommended us do a quarterly payment. So it's not such a shocker at the end of the year. So anyhow, so now let's make our way back to Walmart. Maybe we can pick up another shopping, or actually just another order, decent order. So let's see what happens. All right, see you in a little bit. I just picked up another small shopping. $21.60 for 12 miles, 12.4, 18 minutes. So shouldn't take long. So may not be that many items. Let's see, check it real quick. One. Oh, it's a pharmacy pickup. Okay, I'll take it. So on the Walmart and then the pharmacy. See you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that pharmacy to a very nice lady. They live out here on the river, and they got a nice place. I asked her, I noticed, the water's low. She said, from Halloween till April 1st, the water stays low, and then after April 1st, they let the water go back up. So anyway, so just dropped it off, and just as I finished, I had a shopping just for me to come up, and then I took it. Let me get the details here. Yeah, $24 exactly for 10.3 miles. It's going to take 42 minutes. It's 2 customer shopping. So that doesn't say it ain't heavy items, but this is most likely going to be the last Spark of the day. It's already 10 to 3. By the time I get there and by the time I finish, it'd be a little after 4, and that's be perfect time. So yeah, this is back to back. I did this all day Friday. Did pretty well. Just on a whim, because I heard about some changes in pickup management. But here's the other thing. I haven't done, well, I'll take that back. I just did a pharmacy pickup. But as far as a normal pickup, never got one. I know we're still doing it because I've seen some of my fellow Spark drivers in the pickup area. So I know it's still being done for now at the Pell City Walmart. Rumor has it, and from 2 different sources, that is going away. That pickup is only going to be available for customers directly. So if a customer orders for pickup, they can come and get it. But I guess for the rest of the customers that want to deliver it, it's only going to be a shopping order. So if that's true, then if you're the type of driver that only wants to do pickups, you're going to have to adjust, or So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So basically, it sounds like to me they're converting all deliveries to shopping. So, but I think we're still going to have the multi drop off, the 12 and the 19, whatever, all the little small packages or small items. So anyway, let's head to Walmart. Let's do the shopping and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, that's that. It's 5 to 4. Perfect timing. In fact, just as I was getting ready to turn off the Spark, another one popped up. Another shopping popped up. But it's for that. There's a $15 incentive if you do 3 trips between 3 p.m. and 11 p.m. So no, I'm done for that. I've been doing this since 6 o'clock in the morning. I was just going to do, work to 9, get a break, but they just keep they were sending me nothing but shopping. So that's when I decided, okay, let's just stay here, because if I were to stop at 9 o'clock and then eat and all that and then go, that'd be a 2-hour gap at minimum. And in those 2 hours, I could have had 2 or 3 shoppings here. So that's what I did. The only reason I did this is because in lieu of the new information about the management, because I was hoping to just get a pickup to do something, but I never got a pickup. I only got one pickup today, and it was a pharmacy pickup. Everything else was shopping. So that was interesting. So anyway, that's it. Going to be it for it to Sunday. Next Sunday will be Easter. I'm going to be honest, don't know if I'm sparking on Easter or not. We're supposed to get together with family or in-laws. I don't know if we're doing that on Easter. So don't know what's going to happen. So if that's the case, then there won't be a video. If I don't spark Sunday, you won't see a video the following week, because I try to keep putting out the videos on the day that I actually did the work, but just 1 week later. So, those sheep. That was sheep. So anyway, so let's head back home, and when I get there, I'll do the summary of the day. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally home. This really was an interesting day. Like I said, I changed my mind at the last minute, about going to Anniston. That's because, I did Spark All Day Friday and not do the DoorDash, because I heard the situation at Pell City has changed, and then so I decided to do Spark All Day there Friday and did pretty well. So that's why that was partially the reason why, but also partially this morning was a very terrible. The order didn't come until almost 6 o'clock, and the zone was already turning yellow, which means the offers were in. So, and then that was a difficult shop. Hindsight, I shouldn't have taken that, but learn. My gut feeling, I should have rejected it, but I was kind of somewhat desperate because it was all 6 o'clock and still hadn't gotten an order. But then later the next shopping was was better. So I said, well, let's go continue. And so I said, well, let's hopefully get a pickup. But then I got a third shopping closer towards the 9 o'clock. So, well, let's just keep going and see what happens. So that's where we're at, how we wind up here. So anyway, so let's take a look at the numbers. Let's see how many trips I did first. 2, 3, 8 trips. So looking at the numbers, the confirmed earnings is $157.90. And that includes the $12 incentive I got for the 2 morning. So the $12 is in that balance. So the unconfirmed tips is $45.26. So I almost made $200. And then I almost made, I think, 180 or over 170 Friday. So yeah, those 2 days definitely will made up for the bad DoorDash, especially on this past Tuesday where it crashed and I didn't, and I checked. I'm still missing those 2 points. So anyway, so yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Taking tomorrow off. Got appointments to take care of. It wind up warm most of the day, but not hot, because it's been overcast most of the day. So it's been in the 70s most of the day. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video that I did today, so I urge you to like it. If you like what I'm doing with this channel, I urge you to subscribe to the channel, and also urge you to subscribe to the membership club where you see the weekly recap that comes out every Monday. The recap includes, brief description of each day that I did, and I go over my total money I made for the week, and the mileage that I incurred, and the expenses that I take out. And so then I calculate how much profit I made, and then how much I made per hour. So, yeah, that's definitely going to be it for today. Just call the wife. She's making dinner right now. So we're going to call it an evening, and we will see you later. Bye.